Hey gang, I've been finding myself in a lot of meetings, probably more than I want to be in, and I know you can probably relate. But recently I've also found myself in a number of presentations, be it to a public presentation or a small group presentation where someone's trying to earn business or someone's trying to come across as an authority on a topic. And I'm noticing some trends, especially when they use PowerPoint or some sort of slide share that really is taking away from what I think the presenter's goals are, and quite frankly, the effectiveness and attention of the audience. And this is true even more so if the speaker is involved in something technical, engineering, industrial service, something with some technicality and specificity where there's numbers or terms that maybe aren't common or completely understood by everyone, including the audience that they might be presenting to. So I thought I'd share with you 3 things that I'm seeing that are decreasing the value and impact of the presentations, and hope that it might help you make better presentations in the future. So number 1 is, if you are using a PowerPoint, please don't load it with words, and please don't read it word for word. You are there to bring value to the group, to show what you know, and to convey information. With a presenter that reads from the PowerPoint word for word, not only are you disengaging the willingness of the group that you're talking to actually listen to you, but you're kind of devaluing what you bring to the table. You're devaluing the experience and value of yourself in lieu of just simply reading off a presentation. So don't make it your script. If you're going to use a presentation, use it to complement and accent what you're saying, what you're there to convey. Please don't make it the core of your presentation. Number 2, data is important, but not everybody is a data person. So there very well might be people that understand data, but there's probably going to be people that don't. So use it in context. So if you're going to share numbers, if you're going to share ratios, if you're going to share graphs, don't just leave the information hanging there. Put it into context so people can understand the value, okay? Don't leave the group needing to decipher the meaning of the data, the meaning of the graphs or the stats that you're giving. Be sure to bring that home and make it relevant to the causes, the information, the goals of the group itself, right? Unless you're presenting to people in your trade, in your industry that clearly understand the exact data, science, numbers, and graphs that you're presenting, chances are you're going to need to deliver some context so that they can really soak it in and have it be meaningful for them. And number 3, if you are going to use terms, if you're going to use industry terms, please either explain what they mean or stay away from them altogether. Quite frankly, you're going to have people in the room that don't know what you're talking about when you use acronyms and special industry terms. And the one thing you don't want to have your audience ask themselves is, what does that mean? If people have to decipher the words and the acronyms and the industry terms, if that's not language that's familiar with them, you're creating some distance, right? You're creating some disconnect in what you're trying to say and how people are receiving it. And quite frankly, most people aren't going to ask you what that means or to clarify it, because they consider themselves to be the minority and not understanding by default. And so it takes a little bit of courage to say, I don't know what that means, can you explain it? Especially if you're speaking to people that are in a leadership position or need to make decisions. The last thing that they want to do is show doubt or express doubt in their ability to receive what you're saying, okay? So presentations, don't read from it, have it complement what you're saying. Be careful in just using data, make sure you're sharing context, and don't use your industry terms if the group that you're talking to doesn't clearly understand it, or if you do use those industry terms, make sure to clearly explain what they mean so people can decipher it without having to ask, okay? So we all have to sit through those meetings, we all have to sit through those presentations. Anything you can do to make it worth my time and their time, will make it far more effective, that you're going to hit the goals and have the impact that you're looking for. Hope that helps.